Hey, I'm Matthew Schwartz of the band Pacifico and of the record label Pacific Records. And I'm here to talk about Pacifico's 2006 album Anthology, which is this year celebrating its 20th anniversary. So, what is Anthology? It is a compilation that was released by the record label All Along Music out of Portland, Oregon, and it consists of 19 tracks that were recorded between 2001 and 2005. The first 300 copies came with a bonus EP that had 6 songs, including cover songs, live recordings, and remixes. So, how did the album come to be? Well, it kind of started in two places. One, it started in 2001 when we started doing demos and sending them to record labels. And then some of those labels even asked us to rework or retool the songs, which then we have different versions of those songs that we recorded and sent to them. The other part of it started in 2005 after the band had broken up. See, between the years of 2001 and 2005, Pacifico wanted to release music, but it was really hard for a band to release music at that time. Um, you needed a label. There wasn't like now where you can just put anything you want on Bandcamp or on any streaming service. Back then, you needed a label that could help you and push you, and we didn't have the money or the know-how. So what we did is we recorded songs and then we would send them to record labels or have our manager send them to record labels. The first half of Anthology consists of basically those songs. Um, and then we moved to California in 2003 on the behest of our manager at the time. We got out there and we lost all of our money and had no place to stay. We were there for, I don't know, somewhere between a month and 3 months. So long ago, I don't really remember. But long enough for us to have to get jobs. We had 7 people living in a 1-bedroom apartment. We did play a showcase at the famous Whiskey A Go Go. We had a great rehearsal space that we rehearsed at. And then we decided that it would be more economical and make more sense for us to come back to Georgia, where we were from. So we moved back to Georgia, and then we all lived, the 5 of us, in a 3-bedroom apartment. 2 people sharing a room, and then I shared a room with the office. So that way people could come and go in my room as well. So it wasn't super, cushy for me. And during that time, when we were back in Atlanta, we started writing a full-length album and decided to record it and planned on releasing it as a full-length album. Then, though, every talk we had with a record label kept going back to, you guys need to tour full-time. Unfortunately, several of the guys in the band had responsibilities. A couple of them wanted to get married. A couple of them had just bought like a new car or had expenses or debt that they needed to pay off. So it just wasn't looking like touring was going to be able to happen. It kind of came to a head and the band decided to disband. They gave me the name and the merch and all that kind of stuff. And I, at the time, didn't know what to do and was grieving. I ended up taking some time away from music, then joining a band called Monday in London that lived in North Carolina, playing with them. And it wasn't until late 2005 that I was approached by Samuel with Al Alam Records out of Portland, and he said that he would like to release a Pacifico release. I had to inform him the band was no longer a band, and then he said, I don't care, what do you have? So I sent him all the demos we had, and he's like, let's release all these. Let's do a compilation. I was very much against it, but then at the same time, I liked the idea of these songs seeing the light of day rather than just living on CDs in my case. So I gave him the songs, we made a track list, and we got them mastered, and we released the anthology. There's just so many things about that I kind of regret. I mean, the mixes were, I think, all just demo mixes, just all like rough mixes. Nothing was like, okay, this is it kind of thing. So I've never been happy with the mixes on it and such. We also tagged on, I think the first 2 songs on the album are from our very first EP, Still on Hold, and we just tagged those on there and then added the rest, kind of make it a greatest hits kind of compilation. Because at the time I didn't know if Pacifico was going to go on or not. It wasn't until after this that gave me the confidence through Samuel's support and through some other support of other friends that he asked me what was next. And so that we did the Face Down EP. I recorded that with a friend and we did all that. And then Pacifico kept on like that till now, where it's now a conglomerate, and each album or a live performance will have different members. That's the main story of how it came to be. It was demos that after the death of the band was resurrected, put together, and released. The side B bonus stuff was really just because we had so much material, and so we thought maybe that would help boost sales and be fun to get those out as well. Nowadays, though, everything lives on streaming and is on our Bandcamp. So you can find everything on our Bandcamp and on streaming. The rest of the series, I'm going to go through each of the songs individually and talk about how they were written, recorded, any story I can muster up about the song itself. So stay tuned. I hope you like what you hear, and thanks for tuning in for this.